and welcome to the morning meditation. Usually I'm very prepared for this, but things have happened in the last little while that I have kind of changed my whole idea with what I was going to go for. And so I'm going to go with what I wrote for the morning meditation today is divine order. And knowing that divine order is something that we have to appreciate. And I can give you a few examples of divine order that we all have in our lives, every single one of us. We all have a lung system, a breathing system, and unless we have asthma or something else like that, we take kind of for granted that this breath is there. If you're a singer, you are probably a lot more aware of breathing and the importance of how to do it and that sort of thing. But you still breathe. Your heart beats the way it should. Your body systems all work in divine order. In divine order. You may think of something in your life that shows you real divine order, and that things have happened exactly and unfolded exactly the way they should, and you just didn't realize what was going on while all this was happening. I think of myself sitting in the vice president's office at Grossmont College, about to be told that I was losing my job in the nanny program because they had decided to quit it. And I'm sitting there knowing I'm losing this job, and, but I had faith and trust that whatever the outcome, that it would be okay. And they took the job away, but they handed me a better job. They asked me to run their culinary arts program. And it was like, throw me in that briar patch. And it was a realization that everything I had done up to that point was truly in divine order. It made me ready for that moment. And that has helped me to trust and to know that God's got me. And so having trust and faith is something that we have to have. I've had a situation in my life for the last 7 months going on. It's a dispute with some people. And I have not understood the reason for this, but it's okay. But literally just before I got on here, I got an email, a groundbreaking email. And this is something I've been waiting for months. And I just burst out in tears. I mean, we're talking about 10 minutes ago. So it really made me realize, even more so, that divine order works even if you can't see it, like in our bodies, or even if you don't know it, because maybe you're not supposed to. We have a lot of ego in our lives, things that we think should be the way they should be. And one of those things that's attached to your ego is your expectations. Now, I've had several discussions. I was talking with my granddaughter in Sweden this morning, and we had discussion about the difference between expectations and intentions. And expectations are things we have both for other people and for ourselves. And sometimes those expectations can lead us away from divine order. So what I've thought about and what I've realized is intentions are very different. If you have an expectation for something and it doesn't turn out that way, you can be very disappointed, you can be upset, you can be sad. But if you have an intention instead of what you would like to happen, an intention doesn't necessarily come with it, with how things should happen or what should happen. You just have an intention to do something or to put in a direction. An intention kind of sets its own goals as it goes, and whereas an expectation for something, you expect what to happen. And that's the difference, I think, between the ego and what you want and divine order. Divine order is having the intention for something to be solved, an issue to be solved. And here we all are in COVID, almost 6 months later, and we're still here. And there's been a few changes that will happen in the next week or two. Some schools are going back, where kids are going back in person 1 or 2 days a week, not back to the regular schedule. We don't know whether churches will be allowed to do their thing, but if they do, if people are allowed to come, there won't be very many because of the way things have to be. So all of this is in divine order. We don't know the answer. We have to learn how to trust and have faith. And that trust and faith is absolutely key to what we need to do. To have faith and to trust and know that whatever should be happening is happening. The highest good is ours now, regardless of whether we understand it or know it. It's a matter of having faith that God will take care of it. It is a matter of trust that it will unfold in the exact right way. We don't direct it. We don't control it. We need to surrender to faith and trust. So what I would like you to do right now is to take a couple of deep breaths. And close your eyes. And just breathe. Center yourself and just breathe. And now I would like you to think of 1 or 2 things that you have going on in your life right now that is driving you crazy or upsetting you or worrying you, concerning you, whatever you want to say. And I would like you to take that, whatever it is, or those things. I want you to picture a big silver box that you used to get at May Company or Macy's at Christmas time. And I want you to put whatever those things are into that big, beautiful gift box. And then I want you to put the lid on it. And I want you to take a big, beautiful ribbon, whatever color you want. It can be green or pink or blue or yellow or silver or purple. And I want you to tie a bow and get that bow tied. Then I would like you to hold that box in your hands. And I would like you to hold out that box for God to take in His hands. Let that box go. Let that, whatever it is in that box, go, knowing that it's no longer yours, that you've handed it over to God, and that divine order will prevail because you trust and have faith that whatever needs to happen with what you put in that box or those boxes will happen in the exact right way, in the exact right order, for the highest good of all concerned. And I want you to now sit there and just feel and know that you are surrounded by love and light, and that the divine order is with you right at this moment. And we will sit in the silence for a minute or so. Okay, let's come back to the present moment. Feel how much lighter you feel, because you can trust and know that it is taken care of. You have nothing to do with it. The more you try to have something to do with it, the longer it will take. So, having faith is knowing. Knowing whatever needs to happen will happen. Having trust is assurance that God is taking care of you exactly how it needs to happen. And if you start to pull that package back from God, I would like you to do something. I would like you to either say or write down how grateful you are that God has taken this problem upon himself or herself. It is no longer yours. Let it go again. Let it go however many times you need to let it go. And now I have one very simple affirmation to say, and I'd like you to say it with me. My life is in divine order. My life is in divine order. My life is in divine order. God is here for all of us. Everything is working together for good. Divine order prevails in all of our lives. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope burdens are lifted off your shoulders, that you've given them away so that you understand that our lives are in divine order.